Hello Executives， 有个小小的提醒，也就是我们年底优惠的专案就即将要结束咯，还想要购买的同学请到我们以下的连结点下去。I'll see you guys in class。 年底到了，应该很多人都想放松吧，那今天就带给你一个非常轻松的主题，而且是个询问度很高的主题，也就是 How to swear without swearing。Hello， 欢迎来到 Executive Plus 主管与沟通力的 Podcast。 I'm Sherry, an educator, certified coach, and style enthusiast。 我相信专业有效的沟通是语言跟逻辑的完美结合。
And I'm Nick, a startup consultant, corporate trainer, and late-night gaming junkie. I believe great communication requires the right mindset and solid frameworks.
我们希望带给大家职场英语的技能、跨文化沟通技巧与其他能帮助您成为出色领导者的工具。
Join us each week as we share our experience, research, and methodologies to take your communication and language skills from good to great. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Executive Plus podcast. Now, as a fair warning to parents, today's episode is very lighthearted, but not necessarily appropriate for those of you transporting your children to work. So this might be one unless you want your children screaming things around the house that makes your spouse go, "What did you do with them today?" While we will not use any explicit bad words or dirty words, we will be joking around how to use this type of terminology in a more lighthearted way. So just as a fair warning, we're going to have a little bit of fun, but if you have kids who pick up words very easily, this may not be the episode you want them to hear.
但如果您的孩子已经是15岁以上的青少年的话 it's fine. I really think it's okay.
They're probably using it at school.
They probably use way worse words.
Today, we want to talk about alternatives to swear words. Now, this is something that's kind of funny because, of course, we don't always want to use swear words, again, in the case of having kids around or even your parents around and you don't really want to just let loose, whether it's anger or within your normal speaking, you tend to throw explicitives in there. So we just wanted to talk about fun alternatives.
Yeah.
This is actually something growing up, we kind of always learned, but also this is just things that we have fun with as we get older.
Yeah, and because we get asked to do this quite a lot, believe it or not. And one day I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to Google. And I found someone compiled a list of swear words, but not actually using swear words. They're really fun. And I was reading through them and I was like, 很多我从来没有听过，而且很多非常的 ridiculous， 真的还蛮好笑的。So I probably need Nick's help to explain the context a little bit. So I will be learning with you guys.
Now, let's jump in with my favorite fake swear word.
Okay.
Which we're going to put these into two different categories. The first category is it sounds very specifically like an actual swear word, but you're just twisting it a bit, so you're using normal words. The second is some of these things are just because of the way you say it. It sounds like it should be a swear word, but it's not.
OK， 所以第一组就是他听起来大家可能都会知道他想要讲的 swear word 是什么，但是第二组的部分呢，他就只是 Is it just for fun, right?
It's just for fun, or some of the examples we'll give are not even kind of close to a swear word, but it's just the way you say that.
Okay.
Like you can tell that someone is using it in anger or something else, right? So the first one that is my favorite falls into the first category, which is as soon as you say it, people know what you're saying. So the alternative I like to use is sunny beach.
Okay, obviously, sunny beach.
So like if you accidentally kick something and hurt your toe, rather than using the proper word, which may be derogatory to people around you, you just go, sunny beach.
Okay, so along the same line, I like this one. Shut the front door.
Yeah. You hear this on TV quite
Yeah,
a bit
a lot.
because they cannot say shut the F up. They'll just be like, shut the front door.
I love this one. Okay, the next one. It's really obvious. Mother fathers. It's sorry. So sorry.
Can't even say it with a straight face. Mother fathers.
I think there's like sugar. I hear this a lot. Like people nowadays, they still say sugar.
Yeah.
Because obviously they want to say another word that starts with an S.
Right. But that opening, like phonetic sound.
Yeah.
Like sugar and spice. Like sugar and spice.
Okay. Here's a crazy one. They use a lot of names. And I don't understand it. Like William Shatner. Why?
I think this is because it's that second category where it's like if you just say it with enough oomph or enough anger, then people know you're angry, but it's something that no one can mistake as a swear word.
Yeah.
Whereas the reverse would be like, this is one of my favorite. Well, if I just go, poo on you. Right? Everyone knows what I really want to say.
God.
It's like, poo on you. Or another one would be bull hockey. Actually, this is something like
I
my
heard of that.
grandparents might say.
What is it supposed to be? Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Bull hockey.
Again, you just start with the more innocent of the two words, and then you just change the second one, like bull hockey. Or that's baloney, right?
Baloney, yeah. I heard about that. Baloney. I like this one. Son of a monkey.
Or son of a gun.
Yeah, I heard that.
So these two you'll hear quite a bit. Where again, with the same as sunny beach, you're starting out with that son of a, and then dropping the last word, flipping it out, and then people know what you mean, but you have not said anything. So children have a tendency to use this because then parents are like, where did you learn that? Be like, what did I say? I only said son of a monkey, right? There's nothing I said that's wrong, but you know.
Yeah.
You know.
I like this one too. And I actually had to ask Nick what that actually means. Is cheese and crackers.
So this is where, from a Christian standpoint, we say you're not supposed to use the name of the Lord in vain, which is you're not supposed to use any kind of religious name in a bad way. But then a lot of people, when they're frustrated or they'll be like, Jesus Christ. Right? So now we're trying to switch it out so that it doesn't sound so bad like, cheese and crackers.
Oh my God, this is so funny. Okay, there is another one. I need you to say it. It has something to do with a vegetable.
Now we're back to using a word. In fact, you're actually saying the word, but then you're adding to it where you're like, shiitake mushrooms. Like, holy shiitake mushrooms.
Do you actually say that?
Some people will say that. Or sometimes vegetables and fruit, like holy guacamole.
Oh yeah, that one. Yes, holy guacamole. Yeah.
The best is there are certain swear phrases that are actually just spelling the word, but not really. So you'll hear people say H-E double hockey sticks. So H-E and then a hockey stick looks like an L. So H-E-L-L.
Oh.
Right.
Oh my gosh. It's so much work to swear. You have to spell.
But again, you're trying to censor yourself. You're trying to sound less crass. But everyone knows what you mean. So there's other ones like, what the case?
I don't know what that means. Okay, what about this one? Barbara Streisand. Why? 为什么关他什么事情? Why?
I don't know. Again, names, if you say it, like there's TV show names on this list that I've heard, like Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock.
It's an 80s children's TV show with puppets. It was actually a great TV show. But back to that is you're starting with this strong sound that everyone thinks they know where it's going, and then you just switch it up.
Oh, okay. I see. I mean, there's so many lists here. Oh, malarkey. Yeah. Malarkey is kind of an old people phrase.
It's an old phrase, so old people would be like, you're full of malarkey.
Yeah.
Which would be the same as you're full of, some other substance.
That starts with an S word.
Yes, full of shiitake mushrooms.
Oh my God. Okay, let's do one last one. I mean, we can go on and on forever. Let's do one last one. What's your other favorite ones here?
My other favorite ones here are things that you actually get from cartoons. So, funny enough, Donald Duck's favorite phrase, suffering succotash, is on here.
You gotta say it with the lisp.
Yeah, you gotta say it with the lisp. And it's one of those things where sometimes when you really want to swear, but you use these alternatives, it's a way to take you out of an actually angry mood.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that with a straight face, you can be like, suffering succotash.
Okay, I do have to ask this question though, because it's the first on the list. It's balderdash.
Balderdash.
It sounds so authoritative though when you say it.
It's actually kind of an old-timey swear word to be the same as bullshitaki mushrooms. Like that is balderdash. In fact, like it's really not considered that problematic. There's a very, very fun board game called Balderdash. And the intent of the board game is to catch people in a lie. And to win, you actually have to lie. And so someone is supposed to call you out on your shiitake mushrooms, your bull shiitake mushrooms. So they'll use the term balderdash. Like that's balderdash, you're lying.
This is fantastic. I really hope you guys have fun with this. I definitely have a lot of fun.
We hope that you enjoyed this very fun end of the year, lighthearted wrap up. Now, if anyone actually wants to understand the flexibility and the fun behind real swear words, there's two things that you can look up that could be a lot of fun. The first one is one of my favorite comedians growing up. Unfortunately, he passed away several years ago. George Carlin. If you look him up on Google, you'll find him. He did something called The History of the Word F-U-C-K. And it's a pretty famous skit. You can find a lot of videos on that. It's a lot of fun, but he talks about the flexibility of it, how you can use it. And funny enough is within the last few years, and actually I think probably a lot of people have seen this, where a Finnish comedian named Ismo breaks down his learning of the English language, specifically of the word S-H-I-T. And he does something very similar to the classic George Carlin, where he talks about the flexibility of it, and as a second language speaker, how it's so confusing that how many places you can use this word. So if you actually want to see real explicitives, real swear words, how they get used, these are two great examples that you can have a lot of fun. But again, do not let your children in the room while going through these.
Yeah, 刚刚 Nick 所提到的这些影片啊，这些连接，我都会把它附在我们的讲义当中。So I really hope you guys have a lot of fun today. And yeah, Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. We hope that you go into the new year with a lot of laughs and smiles. And we look forward to seeing you in 2023. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The Executive Plus podcast is a Presentality Group production, produced and hosted by Sherry Fang and Nick Howard. You can search us on Facebook, 主管英文 Executive Plus. You can also find us on Instagram, Communication R&D, and email us at sherry@epstyleplus.com.